Okay, maybe I gotta start all my videos off like that. Okay. Got a great response from the last video, so I thought I'd do another one today. I was gonna sit outside in the sun, but the construction is too noisy and you probably wouldn't hear me. So today I'm gonna talk about love rules. Shane and I have been married since 2007, and we get a lot of people that are always like, oh, we want what you and Shane have, and you know what? He's the love of my life, and I am so blessed to have him. So I just wanted to share with you kind of what we go by. And I mean, every day you got to work at it, right? There's days where I'm grumpy and I don't want to be around him. I smile and I try, and probably the vice versa with him. Okay, so the first rule for us is never take each other for granted. Life is way too short. And if you're like, oh yeah, no worries, I don't. If you really stop and think about it, we always do. You just fall into that routine and you just live life and you take each other for granted. You really need to stop once in a while and step back and just evaluate what you have and how blessed you are and what God has put in your life. So don't take each other for granted. Okay, that's a huge one for us. Remember to still go on dates. Hey all with kids out there right here. It's tricky to go on dates. It's expensive, it costs too much, but you have to make it happen, right? You need to just do it, whether it's going for a walk or, you know, it is going just for one quick beer at the pub, or, you know, going for a movie, or you can do stuff that's less expensive, but I know childcare for us is super expensive. So we don't go on dates very often. We try and go at least once a month. Isn't that horrible to say? One day we will go more often. The girls are getting a little bit bigger, so it'll be easier. So still go on dates, okay? Next one, try something new together. This brings spontaneity into the relationship, keeps things exciting, and, you know, maybe it's something that you're fearful. I mean, Shane's always asking me to jump out of a plane with him. No, thank you very much. I like the ground, but I like driving fast cars. So let's go and get some Lamborghinis and drive fast. Just try something new all the time. Keep it interesting. I mean, there's other ways to try stuff new, but we won't go there, okay? That's between you and the bedroom doors, maybe. Remember to say I love you. That's huge. And I think we just get into the routine of just talking the way we normally talk, but when you say I love you, mean it. And, you know, like really feel it in your heart. And that goes back to never taking each other for granted. Okay, so say I love you lots. I love you, I love you, I love you. And remember why you fell in love. Okay, so those butterflies when you first seen each other. Can't wait to get home from work because you're excited to see each other. I mean, right now we spend weekends together and I have a hard time Monday because Shane goes back to work and girls are at school and I'm all alone, and I'm like, you know what? Like I love spending time with my family. I love it. I want to do that for the rest of my life. So just remember why you fell in love and those feelings that you get. Respect each other. Okay, there has to be respect in this relationship or it's not going to work. You have to respect each other. Okay, be spontaneous. Switch up the routine once in a while. Don't always do the same things. Celebrate the special days. You don't have to go with everyone else. You can be different. You don't have to celebrate Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day. And I mean, in our house, we feel that Valentine's Day should be every day of the year. So be spontaneous, celebrate special days, but special days that are between you and him. What else do we got here? end an argument as soon as possible. You shouldn't go full on fighting. I mean, we're adults and we need to discuss and talk about things. There's going to be issues that are brought up, but that's huge too, is the communication. So if there's no communication, that's where arguments start. You're allowed to have different opinions, but if you do end up arguing, you need to end that as soon as possible. We don't want that traveling on all day, all night, right? You don't want to go to bed angry. It just sets you up for a bad mood in the morning, right? So end that argument as soon as possible. Okay. Be willing to compromise. It's not always about what you want, right? And if you give more of yourself to the other person, it should be, brought back 10 times. Give more to the other person and you will be blessed. Okay. So yeah, you always have to compromise. And yeah, there's sometimes stuff that I don't want to do and I do because I know that Shane wants to do them. So you do what you got to do, right? And the last but not least, grow old together. There are too many divorces nowadays. There's too many people that give up. If at the beginning when you're dating and you don't see a lifetime with this person, don't get married. If you are dating and you get butterflies and you get giddy and you get silly and you slur your words and that excitement, if you're dating and that stays in your relationship, then that should be the person that is meant for you. I told Shane from the get-go, I don't believe in divorce unless you cheat on me or you abuse me. Other than that, you're stuck with me for life. So you gotta stay committed to each other and, grow together. And there's gonna be hard times. There's gonna be amazing times, but it's the hard times that get you through to the next amazing time. And if you can't work through it together, what is the purpose? So in your heart, love one another, just love on the other person, and every day make it better and better and better and grow old together. So thank you so much for tuning in. And like I said, I'd love to be outside in the sun, but it's too noisy with the construction. So anyway, I just want to show you real quick. So in our house, we actually have those love rules on our wall. Every day we can see it and our kids can see it, and we're trying to instill in them, good values and thoughts and how their, future husbands or you never know wives, how their relationship should form. So I just want to show you. So that is on our wall with our calendar, our grocery list, and our house rules. So have an awesome day. Thank you for tuning in. And if you have any comments, leave them below. Peace out, dudes.